Well, before we get into the new, let's kind of get into the, I guess, old, because they have a launch trailer. We have a launch trailer here for the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Okay, wait, hang on. Nerdy Neo got on my case because of how I pronounce Xenoverse. Where's the let's see, Xenoverse, not Xenoverse. I'll still pronounce it Xenoverse one way or another, but Xenoverse. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, they are working to their final big saga, the future saga, chapter 4. This is the launch trailer. I thought I'd check it out. I need to get caught up on all of the DLC at some point. I'm gonna probably wait for another Steam sale before I do that, but I mean, I enjoyed Xenoverse 2. I really did. I love it to death. I know it could be better, and I'm hoping the sequel will get some much needed improvements, but we'll see, because I do have something for that. But for right now, we'll check out this trailer really quick for the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Future Saga Chapter 4 launch trailer. Yeah. This was 5 days ago. Yeah, here, let's switch on over here. Here we go. Make sure we got it ready. Hey, check this little bad boy out.
Yo, I've been waiting. What a pain. You're so disgustingly selfless.
Well, you're the good guy. You gotta be selfless. But I'm also gonna admit, I'm gonna be probably a little out of the loop on what they're gonna be going on about.
But I wanted to stop by and talk to you.
Oh, he's leveled up. Look at him.
It might be the last chance we get.
This power won't just protect history. It will also protect all life within history as well.
Isn't it grand?
What kind of trick is this?
Wait, Goku? What is this? What's happening to you? Now, it's time for you to witness the fruits of my research.
Oh boy! Oh no!
Now that's creepy.
17! 17! If this keeps up, everyone will disappear.
So who was originally kind of just a cheeky little bugger? He's gone full anime villain now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Is this gonna be kind of a saying goodbye to everything?
Great news! You've been chosen for that big mission.
To get history back on track, we've taken down all kinds of foes, time and time again. We didn't only need...
Might be something I'll have to do. I'll have to plan a little playthrough of Xenoverse and do all the story missions and stuff like that. Tell him saying, why does this feel like a Jump Force storyline? That's been the whole, like, Dragon Ball has had a lot of now spin-offs since making its return with Super especially. But the Xenoverse here has kind of spawned its own little, like, whole multiversal time side loop nonsense. It's weird at times. The only thing that I've gravitated to it for is just the fact that, like, with these games you get to create your own character and stuff like that, and my own narcissism on that, I'm like, of course I want to play as my own character. So and they kind of try and do the whole, like, what if, but they don't stick to the what ifs, is what's always kind of made me go, you're not committing to the gimmick so much. But I get it, because people still want the Dragon Ball storyline repeated again and again and again and again and again. Okay, although it kind of sucks because, like, we've never gone back to Dragon Ball era. It's always just been Dragon Ball Z era and on. So I've always been like, why can't we get, like, the full timeline, and then also do, like, even just a big what if game of, like, what if there was a storyline where you know the character you get to create went to this Earth instead of Goku, and then maybe you got to play through the storyline of events and stuff like that, and did all that sort of thing. Hassan says in your playthrough, please make the ugliest character possible. Oh god, so that it basically we have to be a fat model. Yeah, it's like I said, so the whole thing for Xenoverse is that it's messing with time, dealing with what ifs, but the whole point is, like, basically, like, you're kind of Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap. You're going back and setting right what once went wrong. So that's kind of the whole thing with Xenoverse. Like it doesn't quite stick. It deals with what ifs, but like I said, it doesn't. I wish some would kind of stick. But your character then gets to be the one that goes in and corrects things.
Enemies in those time periods we visited. Those who also believed in justice. History. The future. Protect it all.
The final DLC.
This is goodbye. I had a fun life. Thanks to you.
I mean, this game they've really like stretched this one out for a long time now. When did this let me see. When did I'm trying to remember when this originally came out. Like I said, they've really just so this originally came out 20 Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 originally launched in North America on October 25th, 2016. Since then, it has expanded to multiple platforms, including Nintendo Switch, released in 2017, and dedicated PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S editions on May 24th, 2024. God damn, I had no idea. It's been out for 10 years, and they've kept this one fucking going. Holy crap. Like, I think that's kind of some funny proof there that, you know, you just kind of, you don't have to keep making new game after new game after new game after new game. You can kind of sprinkle some things in and keep a game going for, I mean, there's already proof of that with like MMOs and everything, but even for like a more dedicated, like the dedication for Dragon Ball Xenoverse is still its single player experience, and they've kept this going for 10 years, and it's just like, I mean, I think it's, if you give it that love and support, it can, things like this can keep living, because I mean, it's, Xenoverse has already people kind of moved on to Fighter Z and stuff like that because they want more of their traditional fighters. This isn't so much that, and it's certainly not like the Tenkaichi Budokai games before we got now the Sparking Zero, but especially since the focus is you create a character and do all that, people want to just keep rehashing. I thought that's the nice thing with Xenoverse, is that it does kind of freshen things up a little bit. But I mean, that's the thing, like this game especially, like it found its player base and also the modding community. They didn't let anything stop them, and they went full 9, and I've gone through this before. There's a whole collection of different mods and stuff like that that really spruce the game up, because like I said, there's since this came, I mean, it came out in 2016, but still they'd already had their original game, and then with this one I was really hoping for a lot of improvements for transformations and stuff like that, but unfortunately it wasn't quite there. However, the modding community certainly came along and improved on a lot of those things. Still tough to work around when it came to like Frieza's race and stuff like that for the change. There's different ways that they refer to them, but yeah. So there's been people they've really like amped up the game. They've added other characters that weren't being added. So I mean, this game has just gotten extra life. So you got 1 extra mission arc, 2 parallel quests, 4 additional moves, costumes and accessories, super souls, new stage, 8 loading screen illustrations, and some mystery stuff. July 4th, new info every day, stay tuned. But yeah, they have their whole Dragon Ball games release schedule. The Fighter Z DLC Daima Pack is on sale now. The Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Future Saga is available now. Sparking Zero, the DLC Super Limit Breaking Neo, available on summer 2026. I've been hearing that's really gonna be revamping the game too, so that's gonna be interesting. And then we still got next year to look forward to Xenoverse 3. Well, there you have it. Storyline, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be a big goodbye storyline. So it'll be interesting how they're gonna close this out. If it has I'm wondering how if they're gonna make it actually feel like a sense of completion, or if it's gonna be more just they'll still have like that open-ended ending just to kind of probably go into Xenoverse 3. So I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna have to get the DLC at some point and play through this just to see what the storyline is for sure. Like I said, I forgot this character's name. But they introduced him and he was another like kind of shit stirrer just for time manipulation, but he almost seemed more mischievous than outright villainous. But now it's like, all right, it's ramped up and it's gotten to this point, so now we're full on villainy. It's on Quantum Leaps in the wrong body. Retarded. Dan Blagger says, I hate this trend of trying to make every fighting game these big branching storylines with weird RPG elements. I get that. Xenoverse was doing a whole RPG system for sure with your character and stuff like that. I don't know what 3 is going to be like. I don't know if they're still going to continue that or if they're going to drop, because it was kind of like, it felt weird at times trying to do the right kind of stat, mitigate, like allotting stats and stuff like that. It'll be curious to see if they continue this trend with Xenoverse 3 from 2. Because I mean, from 1 to 2, that they kept that going, and yeah, I don't know. I feel it started with Injustice. It's been a while since I've played the Injustice game, and I have the second one. I'd gotten it on a really cheap Steam sale. I'll have to play that one too at some point. But yeah, I know they like started adding some weird systems with like getting different, basically like the different sets for the way you can kind of customize each of the characters with the different looks and everything like that. So, yeah, not so much this RPG stuff, but the story. I mean, fighting games for this, well, I guess what you're saying for big branching storylines, but I mean, yeah, I mean, as time has gone on, they've done that though. Like they keep having to like up the ante. Mortal Kombat has been doing that. I mean, from Mortal Kombat 1 to 2, they were ramping up their storylines. Especially then once they got to the 3D realm for games, then it was called, yeah, now we've got the full ability to do storytelling, and that's where it really kind of kicked off. So, I mean, if you want, yeah, kind of big branching storylines, it kind of even go back to some of the old Mortal Kombat games, considering then they had Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Shaolin Monks, and Special Forces? Is that the other one? I think that was the other one. It was like Mortal Kombat, like Special Forces. It was Jax, Sonya. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's just Jax. Mortal Kombat Special Forces 2000 action adventure game developed and published by Midway for the PlayStation, spin-off of Mortal Kombat franchise. It's the second installment, not to be a fighting game, and the first 3D spin-off. Set before the first game in the series, it follows Jax as he pursues criminal leader Kano and his gang. Okay, so this was just a Jax spin-off. Interesting. I thought for some reason it was like it would have had like co-op for then Sonya as well. It ruined Mortal Kombat, which the 3D side, it's going 3D or having the bigger branching storyline. I mean, I think it got ruined certainly with after Mortal Kombat 9. It quickly turned ridiculous. Like they basically, I think I equated to kind of Marvel and DC. They got impatient and they couldn't build again. They had to go directly to they had to go full ludicrous speed. And just kind of then time to I mean, it's a mixed bag. Anyways, with Xenoverse 2 here, I'll be curious to see the results of this final DLC. I'll have to grab it when I get the chance. Like I said, though, I'm gonna have to get a few of the DLC packs just to kind of catch up on all of the storylines they've had playing out, and it'll probably won't be until the next big Steam summer sale, and not a summer sale, but they already did that, but like a winter sale or something like that. I'll be curious to see how it all closes out, because I've enjoyed the hell out of going back to Xenoverse 2 off and on, installing mods and getting through it and playing it and just having a good old time. I'll have to probably play through it straight just to kind of see how the game is with all these updates and stuff like that, so that'll be kind of interesting. Usually, like I say, I have my mods all set up, I have it ready to go, because I just kind of need those extra additionals. Anyways, I'm curious to see how that'll close everything.
Thank you for watching this clip from Respawn Roast Cantina. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out the full episode.